We're live. He has spoken. Mandalorian.
Is that a quote from Mandalorian? I haven't seen it. Was that?
Oh, I didn't mean to spoil it.
You son of a bitch.
Someone spoke.
You keep spoiling it.
Sorry.
You keep spoiling it.
Sorry.
What next? Somebody shoots a gun? Somebody steps? Ah!
No.
That
would that.
My problem with Mandalorian, having not seen it, I think it sucks.
Oh, no.
That's the long and short of it.
That's not a good thing to think.
That would be sick if he pulls out just a real gun. Like that. None of this blaster.
Like, dude.
Gun with bullets.
Hold on. He goes, check this out. Weapon from the future. 6-shooter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seriously, legit. Wouldn't it be crazy? They start or it happens somewhere in the next season. I went to this crazy planet. You're not going to like this planet. It sucked. And look what they had there. And it's like Smith & Wesson. Like,
Can I?
Where did you go?
Can I just, in one sentiment, explain why Star Wars is so stupid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll tell you.
Yeah.
And you think this is going to be cynical. It's not. This is legit. Yeah. Takes place a long time ago, right? Long time ago.
Okay. Already stupid because
already dumb. So imagine an episode of The Mandalorian or the next Star Wars movie where they invent a time machine. Hey, I went to the distant future and I got this future tech. And then they have like a stone axe or like a bow and arrow.
Yeah.
They're going to take on the fucking like lightsabers and like they got like Gatling gun blasters, the Empire, but it's like, no, I went deeper to the future, stone, bow and arrow.
We found fire.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it's this
probably
insane,
don't know what that is.
Because that's how future tech works.
Yep.
If it's from the future, it's better.
Yep.
So this dude with like a rudimentary Stone Age bow and arrow is like annihilating the New Order and all the Jedi. It's just Star Wars is dumb.
Pod racing. They're gonna go check it out. I went to this one planet. It's called a bike. And it's gonna become bike. And then dude. And then they're gonna meet a bounty hunter named Lance Armstrong.
Yeah.
And he's gonna go on Tuesday. Subtitle it that says "I know blood tricks."
It's like this is the ship that did the Kessel Run in 12 parsecs. Okay, well a hoverboard with that wheels around the airport could probably do it in 4 parsecs.
Yeah. No. It'd be like,
probably.
I'd be like, check it out, Tesla ludicrous mode. You hit one button, 60 miles an hour.
Yeah, 2 parsecs.
I can't get over the idea that someone is like a bad guy and then just pulls out a real gun and shoots someone and there's blood everywhere. That's Star Wars that I want to see. That's what I'm into.
That's what they should be doing, though. Come on, Disney. Let's take a chance. Let's roll the dice. Come on, let's get nuts.
What?
Theme song.
You know, we can't get it. Yeah, it does. Drumming,
Okay, I remembered what I was going to say.
What?
I was talking the other day with a few people here, and I realized that every single franchise or big property, especially if it's obviously in the sci-fi realm, at some point they all give in to time, stuff. We're going to mess with time. We're going to go back in time. We're going to screw around with time. Oh, this person did this with time. The only franchise that hasn't given into that is actually Star Wars.
Well, give me an example of what you're even talking about. Like what other?
Back to the Future. Lost ended up having time shit in it.
Wait. Did Back to the Future deal with time?
Yeah, they eventually they had to.
They actually broke.
They
went there.
There was no other way to get around it.
God, everyone's a sellout.
God, you know what? I like that movie, but now I'm not so sure.
Harry Potter ended up doing that.
Yeah.
All kinds of stuff and the biggest one, the Marvel movies ended up doing that. The Avengers movies eventually went that route. Hey, we got to do time stuff. They all do. Star Wars has resisted, and now I know. Now that I've said that, someone out there is going to email me or send me a thing that's like, "Oh, you didn't read Admiral Thrawn's Crazy Destiny or whatever, the Admiral Thrawn's Day of the Beach or whatever book that I haven't read, where he helps Han Solo build a time machine with Abe Lincoln or something. I don't know. I haven't read the books, but as far as I know, they haven't messed with time. So, food for thought, isn't it?
You're talking about like in the movies or
the mainline media of it. Yeah.
Clone Wars never did that.
No.
Remember Clone Wars episode where they went back in time?
I don't. As far as
Fuck
I
with the
know, I don't
clones.
think so. But I could be wrong. I could totally be wrong. I didn't watch all of it.
So unconfirmed.
Maybe.
What is the best use of time travel in a sci-fi property that wasn't intended to have time travel originally? So Back to the Future doesn't count.
Yeah.
Damn it.
The Time Machine doesn't count. H.G. Wells.
There's two things I could think of that do this. Both X-Men Days of Future Past and Lost have a time travel thing where it's just someone's consciousness. Like, you know what I mean? They don't physically warp back in time, but they go back to their consciousness at that moment.
They
like,
meditate.
Yeah, and
back
I've
to it.
always thought that was really cool. Like, I can buy that way
Yeah.
more than I'm in a machine and now I'm back in, like slipping your consciousness back. And I loved when Lost did that, and I was kind of hoping that was how time travel was going to work in that show. But then the next season, they fully went back to the
They
future.
went back
like,
in time.
We're in the 70s. And that always rubbed me wrong. I'm like, oh, this is kind of like basic. This is basic person time travel. I like what you
Yeah.
were doing with the mental stuff. But that's just me.
Game of Thrones kind of does that. Bran
Yeah.
can warg into people.
Yeah.
See, I like that
See,
kind of stuff.
I draw the line, though. If you're going to do mental time travel,
Yeah.
you can be an observer but not a participant. That's
Yes.
the Derek Acosta rule.
Sure.
I'm fine with people, I mentally went back in time and I was there.
Yeah.
And I saw the conversation and now I know the information. Like I know where the thing is buried that we need to get. But when they go back in time and then it's like, so now I'm back in time, I can pull the lever. It's like, well, you didn't physically travel back in
Yes.
time.
No, I agree. I can get with that.
You know,
But
different rules.
if they
have
were
faults.
there in that moment back in time, and then their consciousness went over, like Rocco said, so now they know to pull that lever that maybe they didn't know last time. That's not okay, because I'm fine with that. They were in the room before. Go ahead and
So
change
they
it.
make a different decision.
Right.
But
Because
it's not
now they
like,
know.
Like it's not like they do some event that they were never going to do.
Correct.
It's like
Nope.
they're still in the room.
Nope.
No,
No,
that
Derek
bothers
says
you
no.
too?
Damn it.
You're physically changing reality at that. You're no longer an observer, you're a participant. You can't make another decision that has so many ramifications. You may never even end up in the place where you're able to go back in time to begin with. It's
Yeah,
paradox.
that's tricky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is why
the
Tenet.
Grottenfall, the paradox.
Can I say this is why Tenet sucks?
What? Because they mess with that.
They
But
didn't,
didn't do
they didn't
that?
cover any of this stuff. They didn't even think about it.
No, because it's not time travel. It's inversion.
Yeah.
It's the bullets, if they go backwards, can hurt you harder and badder and worse.
Yeah, and the bad guy can get the thing despite the fact that it is literally impossible for him to do it. Think about it.
I didn't see Tenet, and I was really excited to.
Yeah.
And now I
There's a-
couldn't give half a shit.
Why?
And I don't know what happened. I haven't read.
Because
We
the
specifically
pandemic?
didn't talk about
I know.
it so that you would maintain your
Nothing
excitement.
got spoiled. Didn't read any reviews. I'm in the same place I was before, but something happened where it's like everyone else has seen it and I just don't care anymore.
That's what happened with me
Yeah.
and Gone Girl. I really want to see that movie. And like
Oh,
everybody
yeah.
I know saw it and I was like, I really felt like I was going to enjoy that, but I'm not going to go watch it by myself.
You know what? We all have a movie like that. For me, that movie was Us. I was dying to see that. Well, actually, the more it revealed itself to be another horror movie, I was like, I was kind of hoping he would maybe try something different. But I like Jordan Peele's stuff. I wanted his last movie, and then I wanted to see that. And then it was like the day it came out, everyone I know saw it. I was like, I thought, oh, damn, that sucks. And so then I was kind of like, piss on this movie. I whatever. It wasn't my thing anyway, but I saw it later and
I'm just annoyed
liked
that
it.
I don't like. I guess I'm spoiled at this point because I really am like, well, I don't want to go to the theater, so either.
Well, I don't think that's unreasonable at all, though.
Well, yeah, but it's like, well, I'm not gonna see your movie.
Yeah.
Then
I think
you decide this.
Dude, drive in, bro.
Yeah. I see. I guess I do have an option, but I'm not.
I think that was such a total loss of faith. Like, why did they do that? And because I feel like everyone's in the same boat. It's like, I guess I wanted to see it, but now I'm not going to. Like it just fell into this awkward crack.
Where it wasn't streamed online.
Yeah. Or just save it a year. Like it really just push it.
Well, we don't know if a year is if anything's gonna be different in a year.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. At least start there. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like if they would have put it out for rental for $20, I would have definitely done it.
But having seen it, I get why they didn't want it to just go straight to TV.
Sure.
I get it. But then just push it a year then. Or 2 years.
Did I mention the fact that I saw Mulan? Did I
No.
cover that?
No, you didn't
You
talk about that
did?
at all.
Holy shit, you guys. Let me step into the light for a second. Yeah, I forked over the dough to see Mulan.
Oh, you actually did?
Because I
Damn.
was fucking cripplingly bored one night. It sucks. It's not good. Maybe you've heard. Maybe you've already known. But
that kind of well, let me just say that surprises me because all these live action remakes, typically everyone loves them and they're great.
let me say, I've actually sat at the end of Mulan. I was like, you know what, mother effer. I've seen more of these Disney live action remakes than I want to admit.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
I've seen
Everyone has.
I've seen Cinderella.
Yeah.
I saw The Jungle Book. I saw Aladdin.
Yeah.
Derek,
what else?
I just saw Cinderella.
It sucked.
It sucked, but unlike Lion King, it was its own thing. I thought
Yeah.
it wasn't like shot for shot, line by
that was
line.
like the first one they did. So
Yeah, but I saw that and I was almost pleasantly surprised is the wrong phrase because I didn't like it. But I was like, wow, it's okay, it's different. That's nice. That's nice for me. You know.
So Mulan, when I started watching it, I actually thought maybe I would like it. It started off pretty cool. The cinematography was pretty cool. Like it had some style to it. But I just felt watching it, two things. One, it was beyond cliche. And I actually imagined an alternate movie from China about American lore that was as cliche as Mulan was. I feel like if the roles were reversed, you'd get this movie out of China that is like, oh, a story about America and an invading army. Oh my God, Canada is invading America. And then it cuts to presidential city, middle of America. Because in Mulan, like they go to like Imperial City, central China. And it's like, you're not even telling me what real city this is. You know, and then that's like, imagine like a general rolling into town being like, we need the oldest man in town to volunteer for the army. And some old prospector comes up. And I mean, you know the story of Mulan. It was just like so cliche. And then, there was one part of the movie where I felt like it was actually getting pretty cool. Is when they go to war with these Mongolians. I'm going to spoil a little bit of Mulan.
Well, the cartoon's been
nobody
out for a while.
minds here. They go to war with these Mongolians, and like the leader of the bad guys ride out on their horses, and they're coming towards Mulan and her army, but suddenly they break away, and the general's like, no, those are the leaders. Don't let them get away. So Mulan and like this team of 9 dudes, they're like, we're going to get those leaders. And they start riding after him on horseback, and the leaders are riding on horseback, and they look behind them, and they see like Mulan is chasing them, and they do this cool move where they like jump off the horse, but hold on to the reins, and their feet like touch the ground, and they spring back up, and suddenly they're riding backwards on their horse, and they like pull a bow and arrow and shoot it, and they like kill a guy, and it's fucking badass. And they shoot an arrow, Mulan dodges it, and she pulls out an arrow and she shoots it, and it like kills one of those guys, and suddenly all these dudes are like jumping off the horse, doing the move. They're all like raining arrows backwards. Mulan's dodging all the fucking arrows. And then she like looks around and everybody's dead except for the last 2 guys on her team who have just abandoned. They're running backwards. They fled. And Mulan has this moment where all the bad guys are getting away and all of the people on her side are either dead or abandoned her. And she's like, oh, fuck. Oh, what do I do? What do I do? And she goes after the fucking bad guys. And she runs after them. And I'm literally like, we're an hour in the movie. I'm like, fuck yeah. Mulan just fucking kicked in. Let's get these guys. Fuck yeah. I'm on for the ride. Literally hard cut. Mulan's walking through a swamp, pulling her horse by the reins.
What the hell? What?
Oh, where'd those guys go? Oh no, we lost them. And then some witch shows up. Oh, Milan, we're not so different, you and I. Let's collect. The movie just goes on, and I'm like, you had a movie.
Yeah,
you
were there.
It slipped right through your fingers. The rest of the movie should have been that horse chase. That was badass. So then the movie, devolved into mindless drivel once again.
I was excited just now. I was like, well, maybe this is
what
good.
is Mulan gonna get the bad guys?
No.
You never see those guys again. It's just a fucking like, no, they got away, and here's actually the plan they're doing. They're going to go kill this guy. Oh my God, I have to stop. There's a whole plan now, and it just gets convoluted again. But for like 5 or 10 minutes, it was awesome.
Yeah. Well, I was just blown away that they announced this movie, and I remember when they announced it. Yeah, we're not going to have any of the iconic songs.
There's no
we're gonna
songs?
No music.
Remove characters.
Oh.
We're gonna, the little dragon is not in it, and we're going to remove all that. And I remember people were like, "What?" And but there was like this whole vocal crowd of guys. They're trying to do it in a realistic way, and it's something different. We should embrace that they're doing something different. And then this movie came out, and it's like, yeah, here she is doing flips and jumping from arrow to arrow, flying through the sky. It's like, so this isn't realistic.
No,
then.
but hear me out. This is why I started. It's not realistic at all because it's like the Chinese versus some Mongolians or some like unnamed. You think they're Mongol. Everything is unnamed. Everything is like implied, but it's so generic. It ends up not having any meaning. It's literally like Imperial City, middle of China.
Yeah.
Oh my God, the neighboring army's invading. Go collect the villagers, build an army. It's like there's no like subtlety here.
Yeah. So I don't know. It just seems like it just sucked.
It sucked. It did. $20 sucker.
Did you rent it? Is that how you get it? 'Cause
Yeah.
Disney had this thing where you had like get Disney Plus, or I don't know what the fuck they call it. That was like $30 for the month, and then you get the movie, which I think is a dangerous precedent that I don't want people to start doing. Like, don't do this with your subscriptions. Like, I paid the money. I get the service. You make it rental separate.
I saw a great like meme image about that. They were like, I'm already subscribing to you, and now you want me to pay for a movie on top of that? This is wrong. Like someone's yelling that, and then you ever see the meme with that puppet that's going,
yeah,
like that?
Yeah, I like
it was
monkey.
that with an Amazon Prime shirt on. Going. Anyway,
yeah,
but that's a different setup.
But that to me is different. Like, I have no problem if you want to put your movie out like everyone else did, and you can rent it on any Amazon or wherever else. But like to make it only there, like fuck off.
I don't know, man. Disney's got to make money. They're a business.
Yeah,
Disney is a business.
They laid off 28,000 people. It's sad. My heart goes out to them. But you know who's next is those executives.
Those poor guys.
They're going to get laid off next unless they make that money.
hope
And they got to do what they got. And I support them. Whatever they do. They say Mulan and costs this much. I say how high should I jump? That's me. I'm a fan. That's where I settle.
Yeah.
Anyway, Shawn, I think you'd like Tenet. Check it out.
Yeah.
I think they're rushing that out in like November or December.
That makes sense.
So
Yeah.
you'll
Maybe,
be able to see it.
maybe I'll.
You know what?
I'll be
Legitimately, you will like Tenet more without the bullshit you have to go through to see it.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Honestly. Yeah.
Part of the, I
Yes.
feel like my disappointment with Tenet was all of this. When's it coming out? How do I see it? What theaters are fucking playing it? Do I go to this theater, the Mental Stars? Do I see it? And then I finally get there and I'm like, not worth it.
Yeah.
Right.
You know?
Well, yeah. I mean, I think it's good, but I agree completely. Like, it was like just, bro, if they would have gone, 2022, we'll do it. Cool.
You'll like it
I would have
better.
waited. I would have waited.
You'll like it
and
better
seen
when it's just nice and convenient. Oh, Tenet. Boop. Ah, sick, dude. Wow, what are they doing? Crazy.
Shawn, you can come to my place and see. I mean, you told me I had a Tenet set up.
I did. I walked into your living room.
You are invited.
Your
and I'm
wall is a TV.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a beautiful, I'm assuming 8K. I don't know. It looks so
only 8K?
good.
Come on,
24K.
please.
It's kind of cool because rich guy over here,
Yeah, that's me. Rich
and then
guy.
swing over to the other side, my other friend.
Oh,
One versus 99.
Hold on, nope.
No.
Third option.
keep going.
Keep going
Kev.
that way. Poor guy over there.
Yeah.
Oh.
So if you ever read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, you know how that's like a lot of good financial advice. I'm basically living that. Rich friend, poor friend, and I'm picking up so much here.
Shawn,
One person sees Tenet on his home theater.
Yeah.
The other guy doesn't see Tenet at all.
Exactly. Shawn, it'll look just like an IMAX screen, and I got a Blu-ray player that'll play the fight scenes forwards and backwards. So
Yeah.
you'll be able to kind of see both perspectives. So I think you'll get a lot out of it.
Shawn, do you have any moments in your life where you're doing something and then you go, I'm rich? Like this is some rich bitch shit.
Hell yeah.
You never do that?
No, I was, you're making this comparison. I'm laughing at your jokes, which is, very funny. And then I'm thinking like, the TVs I have in my house were given to me by my friend Rocco.
Oh shit!
I'm that nice.
He is so nice.
I'm so nice.
He is, but I think Derek's right.
Like I don't know. I'll spend a little money on like some shoes, and sometimes I'd be like, oh, I spent a lot on shoes, but they'll be like, nah, rich bitch shit. Sometimes
I think everyone needs to have that feeling sometimes.
Treat yourself.
Like, yo, treat yourself. Exactly. That's what I did. When this year unfolded the way that it did, and then we got that, Trump so graciously gave us that 1,200, which I hope you
dude,
guys,
that was popping. And
I'm saving
yo, you don't have to give me more, but I enjoyed it the first time.
yeah, I'm trying to
Just
only
saying.
spend $1 of it a month, so hopefully it'll last.
I'm still stretching. I got most of it still.
Yeah. No, but like I got that and whatever, and that was my treat myself thing. Was like I want to have like a home theater because I know I'm gonna be here a lot. You know what I mean? Like if I'm gonna be cooped up, let's have this kick ass. So I really tried to like make everything set it up really good and whatever. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. When that extended Godfather 3 cut comes out, I'm telling everyone, get tested and then I'll let you come over and watch it.
What do you do with the 1,200? Pay rent, Shawn? Buy groceries?
Yeah.
The other day, I was eating nothing even crazy. I don't know what it was, a pretzel, whatever. And I chipped a tooth, like in the back of my mouth, like it chipped.
Yikes.
And it hurts so bad. And I'm just thinking, can I handle this pain or can I go to the dentist? Because it's going to cost me a lot of money to go to the dentist. Like, can I just tough this out? Can I rip this tooth out myself or like Castaway? Like what are my options here?
All right.
So that's kind of where I'm at. Cameo has not gotten back to me about doing those. So that's not going to, I guess I'm not big enough for Cameo.
Shit.
I guess we're going GoFundMe.
Not only to GoFundMe, that's embarrassing.
I
just
feel like
need-
this is.
I don't
hold
need
on.
charity. I don't need charity. I just need.
I feel like
I don't know.
I feel like this is the setup to a bit, and the punchline's coming, but maybe not.
Well, before the podcast, I took 3 Advil because my mouth hurt so bad. So I must wait for that punchline.
Dang,
gotta do-
I didn't realize.
You got to
Let me
do.
know.
You got to do what I did, man.
Yeah.
Drink milk every day of your entire first
Oh,
20 years of your life.
I got bad news about that, Rocco. I can't do that.
Well, then time travel isn't so stupid now, is it? You guys made fun of me. Start inverting your milk and drinking it back then.
I don't get this reference, and I'm
Yeah.
frankly pissed off that you're probably spoiling something for me.
Spoiling
Things go backwards.
spoiling milk. Anyway, I don't know. I don't remember what I was going to say. Oh, I guess I should address the obvious here. Garrett did not GDC. This is a GDC episode. Garrett didn't come.
Yep.
I have to say, I kind of like being on the couch, being on the main set.
That couch
Yeah,
is
it's been a
comfortable,
while.
right?
It's comfortable. There's a different vibe here. You may not see. I have a black wall. I don't even have to see
Hey,
Shawn.
I was just gonna say
I'm totally separated from Shawn and his germs or whatever.
yeah.
I was just gonna say we set this black wall up for something else. It probably should have. I didn't even think about like should it have come down. Like we had this
I like
open.
it.
Yeah, but now Sean's like out of mind.
He's-
I
the
made the
isolation
decision
chamber.
to leave it. I wanted it left.
okay.
I think it looks better, and I can see. I can hear you. I don't
I think
need
I
to
like
see
it over
you.
here on the couch is what I'm saying. I don't know. I might have to initiate a hostile takeover of this seat. We could put Garrett where the White Ranger helmet is, or
That's there. That's just there.
maybe I think there's a piano bench by the piano behind us or
I
something.
guess the nice thing is, I mean, Sean, all you really need to do is hear us. You don't need to see us.
I don't need to see you.
Yeah.
I've seen you enough at this point.
Yeah.
I've seen it all.
Yeah. I mean, we've done these enough, and you're a beloved part of the show.
Thank you.
So I think it's good that you're
All
doing
you
your
need
thing.
is love. Pink Floyd.
Okay.
So yeah. Any other subject we want to bring up? It's all fair game. 'Cause
Did you
you're
see
there.
Bill and Ted yet? Can I ruin that for you?
No, I didn't see that.
oh, God damn it. Did you see Possessor?
What?
God fucking shit.
I saw Hocus Pocus, and it sucked.
Shut
and the
the
fact that
front
people are saying
door.
that this is a classic
Shut
holiday
up.
movie.
Oh, my God.
Fuck off.
Turn his microphone off.
Fuck off.
And
with
stop
that.
filming him.
No.
Hocus Pocus is a holiday classic.
No.
And I am not going to stand by while he besmirches the three witches: Sarah Jessica Parker, Meryl Streep, and Selma Hayek. Overweight
Dame
Selma
Judi
Hayek.
Dench.
And the lovely guy who plays a zombie who rocks. Hocus Pocus rules. What's your problem with Hocus Pocus?
I was telling Shawn, I remember being a kid. I'm old enough now to remember when that movie came out. And everyone hated it. It came out and
No, not me.
And
I loved it.
On the news, they were like, "Oh my god, like this was unbearable." And all my friends didn't like it either. They were like, it was like embarrassing. And then slowly every year went by, and then suddenly it became like, "Are we going to get together and watch Hocus Pocus?" It was like, what happened here? Like the slow evolution of now it's a classic. But when I was younger, I didn't know anybody who liked it.
I saw Hocus Pocus in theaters when I was like
Wow.
8 or 9 years
no
old,
kidding.
and
You did like
instantly
it back
loved
then.
it.
Oh, no
Yes.
kidding. I really didn't know anyone. I don't really have an opinion on it either way. I don't.
Well, hey, Rocco, watch it.
care
And you
either
will.
way.
You'll be like, what the fuck? What
Yeah.
is?
But I just remember when I was younger, I didn't know.
I actually probably haven't seen Hocus Pocus since I was 9 years old. Here's the plot of Hocus Pocus.
Did you freeze?
Hold on.
I can't see
That's
you.
it.
There's 3 witches. There's legit 3 witches. Sarah Jessica Parker, Bette Midler, and for lack of a better term, the fat one.
Oh, no.
I can't remember her name
Kathy
or a
Najimy.
better way to describe her. And I know that's fucked. I'm sorry. I'm
What were their
sorry.
names? What were their names? Like the sisters? What blank
Hickory Dickory Dock. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't
The
know.
hot one.
I actually don't know their names.
There's the
The
hot
Sandersons.
one, Sarah Jessica Parker, then the leader, Meryl Streep, whoever, Bette Midler, which one? And then there's the one that likes to cook, and she's homely. All right, it doesn't matter what they look like. That's not the point.
Yeah.
There's 3 of them, and they're sisters,
Oh man.
and
yeah.
they're dead.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And then they get resurrected somehow.
Yeah.
The kid from-
but
Yeah.
yeah.
The kid from Erie, Indiana gets involved.
He lights a candle.
And they accidentally, here's the cool part. This is why this movie rules. They accidentally resurrect a zombie who is like their henchman, but then it turns out the zombie hates them.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
he
well,
has his mouth sewn shut, and he cuts his mouth open. He's like, literally, he goes, "You're all bitches." Yeah.
Does he say that?
I don't remember as a
That's
kid
the
being like,
multiplier.
damn, he's called him the B word or something like that. Maybe I'm remembering it incorrectly, but he tells them off and he joins the good guys. And it's a Rick rollicking adventure from that point on. That's what I remember from Hocus Pocus.
Yeah.
All positivity. I don't remember any bad parts.
Well, you know
and
what?
at some point they get on a broom and fly. The witches or the kids or both.
Or the brooms all by themselves. We don't know. Well,
Did I nail it?
The-
Am I right?
The
Yeah.
girl,
Yeah, no, you're right.
The girl who was in Hocus Pocus, like the main the girl that Omri Katz has a crush on.
Yeah.
She was in front of me at the Bird and the Bee concert that Shawn and I went to.
Oh.
That was it. So
Oh,
that-
that's right.
yeah. So we know she likes Bird and the Bee. That's cool.
That's cool.
That's all I have to really say about Hocus Pocus. I
Sure.
don't really have it. Yeah, I haven't. I remember thinking it was fine. But it's just funny as the years go on. It's like the classic
Yeah.
Hocus Pocus, and everyone was breathing fire about it when it came out.
Do you want to see my Hocus Pocus face?
Yeah.
Here we go. Oh, hold on.
Can't see it though.
Whoa.
They show their teeth and they like to pucker up, like,
Yeah.
oh, children. Ooh. That was the Hocus Pocus face.
That was
everybody.
it.
That was
That
good.
was it.
That was it.
That was good.
That was Bette Midler from Hocus Pocus.
I get Bette Midler, Barbara Streisand,
Meryl
they're all-
Streep.
Meryl Streep. They're all the same person to me. And I
Yeah.
know they're very accomplished in their own regard, but
I don't
to
confuse
me,
Barbara Streisand for Bette Midler or Meryl Streep because I know she's the less talented one. But Bette Midler and Meryl Streep, who could keep track of these two? They're like competing to be the same
twins.
person. Bette Midler was on Seinfeld. Meryl Streep was in Deer Hunter.
I mean, have you ever seen Bette Midler and Meryl Streep in the same room at the same time?
No.
Ah.
No, come to think
I think
of it.
we're onto something here.
And Bette Midler was in Devil Wears Prada, and Meryl Streep
Oh, you already messed that up.
was in Hocus Pocus.
Uh-oh. No.
But you know they could be interchangeable.
Yeah.
Meryl Streep is always heralded as such a great actress, but I feel like she's one of those actors that is just not in stuff I really like.
No, I think she's heralded as the greatest female actress of all time, or
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whenever
like the
I
greatest
see,
ever.
Whenever you see
But-
her
but I
at the
just don't-
award show, she's
Yeah.
sitting there,
Front row.
front row, couldn't look more fucking full of herself. Like, yeah, I got nominated again for the 80th time. I
Yeah,
don't give
but
a
I
fuck.
agree with Rocco. I saw
like-
Julie and Julia.
Yeah,
Who cares?
I saw her in the new Mary Poppins. Like, cool.
Yeah. Did you see
do you-
Carrie Ann Moss in the Matrix trilogy?
I did.
Show some respect.
That's
Yeah,
right.
Come on.
Did you see who's better than Meryl Streep? So many.
Literally anyone.
Yeah.
Sorry, Meryl.
Yeah. Did you see Knocked Up? Who's the chicken Knocked Up? She was great.
Katherine Heigl.
Yeah.
Catherine Heigl.
Meryl Streep can't even touch Katherine Heigl. Put Meryl Streep and Knocked Up, and that movie sucks. Point blank. Can't argue that.
Yeah. Yeah, that wouldn't.
Yeah,
have been-
Meryl
Yeah.
Streep getting knocked up by Seth Rogen. Actually,
Seth
no, I
Rogen
would watch
knocked
that
up
movie.
Meryl Streep. I don't want to see that.
I'd see that.
Or like
I'm
have
not laughing. I'm
have Meryl
crying.
Streep be like Mary Jane in Spider-Man. No, wouldn't
No.
be very good.
Kirsten Dunst, way better than Meryl Streep.
Meryl Streep and Ryan Gosling in La La Land. Nah.
No, thank you.
Nope.
No, I'll
Hard
take Emma
pass.
Stone. I'll take Emma Stone. Thank you.
Kirsten Dunst kicks Meryl Streep's ass
Yep.
in acting.
Hate to tell you. Tried to told you, Meryl.
Imagine Meryl Streep in Interview with the Vampire playing that little kid vampire.
Yeah,
she
nice
was a
try.
fucking joke.
You're an old woman.
Yeah, what a parody.
Yeah.
God,
work.
the
Not gonna
ego on you thinking you could play a kid vampire.
Yeah.
You suck.
Yeah. I gotta agree.
Kirsten Dunst nailed it.
Yeah, Kirsten's way better than you.
Honestly, Roseanne in the right role. There's roles that Roseanne
Yeah.
nails where
Yeah.
she is at least as good as Meryl Streep in her best role.
I agree.
What was the last big movie Roseanne did? Like, what movie did she just kick ass in?
I can't tell you a single
on the
movie.
Range.
You know?
Yeah, Home on the
yeah, she was at
Range.
Home on the Range. I can't think of anything else.
Is she in
honestly.
our
How
movie?
did you know that?
Yeah, she did a voice in it.
What
right?
was she in Home on the Range?
A cow.
She was a cow in this.
They
Yeah.
were all cows.
You said that like it was an insult.
It was like no,
She
no-
played a
I don't think there's any other
cow.
roles in the movie other than cows. It's all cows.
I never
It's
saw
like
Home on
it's
the
like who
Range.
does it's like who does Owen? Wow, Owen Wilson. Who does he play? Who does he play in Cars? A car. You know, I don't know. What else do you need to
Is
know?
that an insult? No.
No, I
chow.
like Meryl Streep. I do like Meryl Streep. I like Bette Midler too. I do not like Barbara Streisand, legitimately.
Really?
All jokes aside, I don't care for Barbara
I don't
Streisand.
have any opinion either
Maybe
way.
I've never seen a Barbara Streisand role that appealed to me.
Meet the Fockers.
Yeah.
Kicked ass in that. Right?
We'll have to watch that for Movie Club. I've never seen that one.
Not the first one. Let's just watch the second one. Yeah, I don't know.
Close on me licking my mustache. I got a rogue, It's hard to trim this thing
Yeah.
during it. And I'm drinking seltzer water and I'm belching into the microphone. I'm having a rough night tonight.
Yeah.
Why is the close up on me? God.
To be totally honest, to be totally real, I feel like this happened before 64X
Yeah.
too. We've got, in case people out there didn't know, we've got Mega64 Interactive Hell Festival 2020 coming this weekend, this Saturday.
Yeah.
Starting at 4 p.m. on Twitch. That's coming up this week, and there's so much to edit and get done and finish by that point that I feel like I'm in the same place I was the week before 64X this summer, where it's like that's all I've been doing. And then I come to the podcast like, all right, I'm ready to talk about I've done nothing but look at a computer.
That's what I
screen.
thought. Yeah, we.
You know, I'm like I haven't gone anywhere or done anything. So I feel like king loser here. I feel bad like I'm not providing.
No, I don't feel like King Loser.
Well,
I do. I say I do.
Well, that's the perfect segue to talk about Mega64 Interactive Hellfest happening this Saturday, October 17th. As Rocco said, we haven't been doing jack shit around here.
Yeah.
Except for creating programming for Interactive Hellfest, coming up with this festival that's going to be all day.
I feel like we've worked so hard on this day. Like this is we are blowing our load, our Halloween spooky load for this one because this is a lot of work.
Yeah. Well, Halloween's
excited.
going to be a confusing mess for a lot of people this year. Like, is anything happening? Am I going somewhere? Am I not? You know, we're not doing that, or we're not.
No one's trick-or-treating.
Stay inside October 17th, starting at 4 p.m. Pacific. We'll take care of you. We'll
Now-
take care of you. It's going to be fun.
Why so late? You know, usually we do it at 12 noon and we run, all throughout the day. Couple of reasons. One, it's spookier at nighttime.
Yep,
That's true.
That's true.
And we have some very spooky programming planned for
Yeah.
you guys. Can I say we have settled the debate if this place is haunted or not?
Yeah.
Because we actually got a bona fide medium,
Yep.
clairvoyant, psychic, whatever you want to call it. Somebody who communicates with the other side
Yeah.
to come through here and give us a reading, channeling, if you will. And that's all going to be packaged together in a very, very special presentation that we will be debuting during Hell Festival,
Yep.
among other things that you're going to be very excited for.
Yeah, it's gonna be. We got pumpkin carving, which I am excited for. I haven't done that in a while. I think honestly, we love Halloween here. Derek especially. I feel like this is his brainchild. He loves Halloween, and it's being taken away from him this year. And so he's bringing it back and he's giving it to everybody else. And I'm really excited for this. I love it.
Yeah. It's
Well,
gonna-
everyone loves Halloween.
Well, yeah, but I think you especially. This is your jam.
I do like Halloween.
Yeah, it's going to be a blast. We've got that and all kinds of hours of stuff that we've got planned. So definitely stay tuned. We got like a haunted house thing.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go too far
I was
into
just going
it.
to say, I was just going to say the same thing.
Yeah.
Haunted houses are closed this year because you can't walk through them. My favorite thing to do is go to the haunted houses.
Yep.
We made our own haunted house,
We got
baby,
one. We got
right
one.
here in the studio.
Yeah.
And it's interactive Hellfest, so you're going to feel like you're going through the haunted house yourself.
Yep.
But don't worry. We also got the two biggest scaredy cats in Mega64 to actually go through it. That's right.
I wonder who.
Rocco and Johnny.
Oh God.
You're not gonna want to miss it. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be. I'm like, I'm in the same boat as Shawn. I'm actually impressed with us that we've been working so hard on this.
Yeah.
It struck me the other day that we've been working for like over a month on all this programming,
Yeah.
Yeah.
all for one day. So
Yes,
it's gonna,
please check it
it's gonna
out
be
on
fun.
Saturday. Please hang out with us, 4
Yeah.
p.m. Pacific time. Get some takeout and then just sit back and relax and watch it with us. It's gonna be super fun.
Yeah, it's going to be great. And at the end of tonight's show, at the end of tonight's podcast, we'll show some of the, we're going to have, of course, some merch exclusives that are going to come out that day that I think are really cool. I genuinely want all of them. Like for me, my own personal, I always feel weird wearing our own stuff because obviously it's our, it's like, it's kind of weird sometimes, but I want all this stuff and I think it all turned out really good. Especially, there's one thing in particular that I'm cracking up about. So we'll show those at the end of the show tonight and see what you can get. But
You know, you guys say you haven't done anything this week. I did something this week. I actually went to the Del Mar Fair Scream
I was
Zone
gonna do that.
drive-through haunted house.
Derek, I'm so glad because I heard about people doing this and thought this is a terrible idea. Someone's going to die. If I'm behind the wheel of a car and I'm scared, I can't guarantee you I'm not hitting the gas. Like that seems like someone's.
when I heard about drive-through haunted houses, that was my first thought. Okay, you startled me. I'm going to speed my car up.
I bet
And
you
then
they
you're-
don't. I bet you they don't scare the driver. I bet they scare everybody else.
Right?
Maybe you got to put your car in park
Oh,
or
they scared
something.
the driver.
Okay, good. I'm going.
Yeah. So,
I'm going
so
next
what is
week.
it like? Because I'm just like, okay, I'm going to keep refreshing Twitter until I hear about the first death. Like what?
I don't think there's going to be a death. It's funny. I feel like that is telling of your personality that would be.
I just
your
jump and
thought.
like I can't tell you where my feet are gonna go. Maybe it's the pedal.
I'm sorry.
I do.
So how it works is you have to buy a ticket like a week in advance. They only
Yeah.
allow so many people per night. So you may not have to go a week in advance. You might be able to do it a day or two in advance, but it sells out. So I got mine for Friday night, And I got mine a week in advance. I showed up. I booked it for 8 p.m. I got down to the fair at 7:30, and they just like, wave everybody in. I think if you're within 45 minutes or something, you're good to go. And you basically just get in line. It was kind of cool because they make you drive backstage at the Del Mar Fair. So if you go to the fair, you get to enter areas that you would never get to take your car.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, I'm already digging. I dig that.
So I like that. There was also like a concert going on at the same time.
Weird.
So they were like, are you here for the Scream Zone or the concert?
That is kind of weird.
So I guess they were doing like tailgating concerts where they have a stage set
Yeah,
up and a
I've
band
seen that.
performs and then people sit in their car and then mingle with each other.
Oh, I was just going to say, too, what you were saying about
Yeah.
going backstage at the fairgrounds and stuff like that. Just to clarify, in case people don't know, that is where we do the Faircast every year. I mean, we didn't this year, but that's where we typically do it. So it's a San Diego staple. That is kind of cool. You get to see a different side of it.
So this is where it's very 2020. I'm backstage.
Yeah.
I'm in a line of cars, and I don't know what the fuck's going on. They have this thing that's like rules of the road posted on a sign, and I
Yeah.
could barely squint and make out like don't go over 3 miles an hour. And I was like, yeah, okay, whatever that says.
Whatever.
Got it. Yeah. Something about not drinking while driving. Yeah,
Yeah.
whatever. So, and then you pass the rules. You're in line, and they have like all the food vendors. From the fair set up.
What?
Gyros
I like this.
and kettle corn.
Okay, I like this. I'm liking
it's
this.
almost like if you ever cross the border, you go into Mexico and you're trying to come back, and there's like the salesman like walking up and down the aisles.
Yeah.
If you've
Yeah.
ever crossed the border, it's like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
They got like rugs on and like chiclets for sale or whatever,
Yeah,
porcelain
yeah.
piggy banks.
Yeah.
Well, here they're slinging like gyros and kettle corn. Literally,
Oh, I like
I
this.
was just sitting down and some guys yelled at me like, "Hey, you want a bag of kettle corn?" And I was like, "No, thanks." He's like, "All right, it's good, but whatever." And then you get in there, and so they basically corral everybody into a line, and they say, like, stay 1 car length distance behind the car in front of you and go 3 miles an hour, and turn your headlights off, but keep the running lights on. Those are basically the rules. And what can I say? Like, I definitely felt like I was living in a post-apocalyptic world.
Really?
Like, it was,
Yeah.
but I kind of liked it for that reason. It was charming. I love haunted houses, and it was sad to me to be in a situation where this wasn't a real haunted house. I couldn't actually walk through it. If you told me 5 years ago, hey, in 2020, the haunted house you go through is just going to be drive-through, and it's going to be like mostly animatronics set up in the back old stables of the Del Mar Fair with a bunch of this is what it was. It was mostly animatronics, a bunch of stuffed dummies. So it's things shaking, things
Yeah,
moving, just
yeah.
bodies, and then maybe like 50 people spread out sporadically through it. And then they just kind of lumber towards you, and they'll like run up to your car and like shake a rattle, or they'll
Yeah.
come up to your window and then pop out of sight and then pop back up. Hi! And then it was themed. So they had like a whole section that was like Pennywise clowns. They had one. My favorite was Camp Crystal Lake, where they pumped some fog in and then displayed some light on the fog so it looked like water, like the reflection of water.
Huh.
And then they set up some docks, and you're driving through the docks, and like Jason is there. I got scared like once or twice, but if you go to a lot of haunted houses, it's not so much scary. It's more just like the vibe. And then the people who work at haunted houses are kind of the worst part. They're kind of like the shittiest people. Like, they're either going to scare you or annoy you, right?
Yeah.
And they make like stupid comments. So I was driving at one point. I drive a Nissan Juke. This ended up being a point of conversation for like 3 people who haunted me, because all they can comment on is your car. So I'm driving by, and I'm trying to convey that most of the way they scare you in this drive-through haunted house is just talking to you through your window. They might run up to you, but they kind of make you feel on edge. Like, you can keep the window rolled up and not have a mask on, or you can roll it down and have a mask on. And all the people who are working the place have a mask on too. I kept my window rolled down. Everybody else kept their window rolled up. I also had the sunroof open. So one guy came up to the passenger side, and he's like, roll the window down. You better roll the window down, or I'm coming through the roof. Saying stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
And the girls in the car were like, ah. But then I was driving, and some guy came up to my side of the car, and he's like, a Nissan Juke. What is this, your girlfriend's car? And I was like,
What?
I was like, no, it's my car. And then the guy kind of felt bad. He was like, good taste. Yeah, so I did the
All
same
right.
thing. I was like, I laughed at it. I was like, okay, all right, whatever, fuck
Yeah.
you. And then I kept on driving, and I come around. We come to this like psycho circus part, and I see the car in front of me, and there's this girl, like a crazy clown with like a big mallet, and she's like swinging it at the car in front of me, pretending to hit it. So when I pull up, she comes up to my car, and I shout at her, and I'm like, "You better not touch my car. This is $100,000 car." And she freezes. She's like, oh. And then I drive past her. She like leans back and looks at the logo. She's like, "Yeah, your Nissan." So I got her. But it was just shit like that. People like shouting at you and telling me my car sucked and running up to the car and shaking.
Yeah.
So
How long was it?
How long was it?
Yeah.
It probably took 45 minutes to get in and out. And, probably like 20 minutes was going through the line.
How much was it per car?
45 a car.
No, it was
Oh,
60.
that's on the week, yeah.
60 per car. And you can have up to 4 people per car. And then you can pay extra for a bigger car. Like a supersized SUV, which I think is like 85.
Gotcha.
And I bought a ticket, and then something came up and I wasn't going to go, but then it was a non-refundable ticket, and I felt like, well, shit, I really want to do this, but I don't want to buy 2 tickets. I don't think $120 is worth it, and it's definitely not. But 60, we had 3 people, $20 a person for an hour to go through a haunted
Not
house
even,
in 2020.
yeah. That's like 15
Yeah,
a person.
I kind of
Not
feel
bad.
like anything to do to get out of the house at this point is
Yeah.
a win. $60 to do that for the evening sounds like a good deal.
Let
to
me say, all said and done, when it was over, everybody in the car loved it, including me. I had a great time.
Yeah, that's
I was
great.
driving out. People were shouting, "How was it? Was it scary?" And I was like, "Oh, I got fucked up. Somebody got in my car. I'm fucking soaked."
There's someone in my trunk.
Shouting that. I had a great time. Like people were like being communal and stuff. So
Yeah, that's great.
it was fun. If you have a drive-through haunted house, I say go check it out.
yeah.
Okay.
Going back to I'm not going to discuss the movie. We brought it up like 80 times, but just to what you're saying, Derek, I saw Tenet multiple times this year just for that reason.
No,
But just for that reason, it was something happening, and the drive-in I hadn't been, and it was such a good experience that any chance like someone wanted to go, I went. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just because it was like, oh, something's happening. Oh, great, and I feel safe doing it, and
I like the drive-in, and I don't usually stay for both movies, but I saw there's a double feature playing that I want to see, Possessor, and
Yeah, I
then
heard stuff about
another horror movie. I don't remember the name, but I guess it's by the people that made Final Destination.
Oh.
Yeah.
That sounds like a good Halloween double feature, so I'm gonna try to check that out.
Yeah.
Maybe this week, and next time you see me, I'll have a review.
I've been watching Alias.
Nice.
I thought you weren't enjoying that.
I'm not, but they are, and we watch an episode tonight, like we did Lost, but we all make fun of it, and it's stupid.
Cool.
Terrible show. But the point is, it ended. I'm watching on Amazon Prime, and it ended, and then there was a suggestion to me. It was like a movie, but it was nothing but like the intermission things that they play at drive-ins.
Yeah, I
throughout
think
like
I've
the
seen
50s,
that.
whatever.
Yeah.
And I put it on a lark.
Yeah.
And I was like, I gotta go to the fucking drive-in.
Yeah.
Like, it made me want to go so bad.
It's
Seriously.
Great. It's really great.
Yeah, it's like the little hot dog guy, like, come on to the snack bar. And it's like, this fucking rules.
Yeah.
I'm going. So yeah, I really want to go. I should go.
Yeah, it's really like non-committal. It's fun.
It's
like,
just as fun as you remember. It's great.
and that's really that's what anytime I had a chance to, it was like I just want to do something. Like I need to expose myself to other things than screens here, So
Yeah.
But
Today
yeah.
I had to go to my dad's house to drop off a pan, and I took all of the kids, and we just dropped off the pan, and drove home because they hadn't been out of the house in a week and a half. So it's like, hey, you haven't seen the outside world. This is gonna suck, but it's something. So let's go.
Yeah, let's go on a standard pan drive.
A pan handoff.
Drive. Nice.
Yeah. When I was a kid, I remember there were times where it was, obviously I didn't have the freedom to go wherever like I do now, and there were times I was really diligent about my homework and my stuff I worked on, and so then it would be like getting out of the house at all was like Disneyland, So my parents are like, I think we're going to go to Home Depot. Let me go to Home Depot. Let me go. I mean, I used to look forward to it. Like, there were times where it's just like, I just realized I haven't gone anywhere for like a month. Like, I don't know. I would like forget. I just wouldn't go outside. I wouldn't do whatever. And then it would be like going to Home Depot was like a treat. Wow. Look at all the lumber. Okay. You know,
I told you
I'm
guys
recharged.
before, talking about going outside, how I love one of my neighbors and I fucking hate the other neighbor.
Yeah.
And the neighbor who had the Corona parties, who still has Corona parties every weekend, for the
Cool.
record. Like
Funny.
every weekend since this started, he's had a fucking party, and I fucking hate
Well,
this
that
guy.
kind of proves something, doesn't it?
Yeah, I guess. So, although there was a 2-week break that he didn't have, I don't know.
Oh shit.
Anyways,
What happened there? I'm afraid.
hanging
to ask.
out with the kids in the backyard, and his window is open, and his girlfriend's in the house, and I hear her say, "Ugh, they're in their backyard again." And he goes, "Yeah, I know. Ugh." And it's like, where else can I fucking go, assholes?
Yeah,
like,
seriously.
I'm in my
What
backyard
do
with
you want
my
me to
fucking
do?
kids, and you're giving me shit. Ugh, I hate this fucking guy.
Yeah. That's so
When
annoying.
did this happen?
2 days ago.
2 days ago.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did
they're
you
back there again.
what were you doing in your back? Can I ask what were you doing in your backyard?
We have a little setup table. We're doing arts and crafts in our
Holy
backyard.
What were you thinking?
Holy
What were you
shit.
thinking?
Dude, what
They
a
looked out
nightmare.
the window and they saw you doing arts and crafts.
Me and the kids doing
And
little
their
arts and crafts.
response was, oh, they're in the backyard again. They're doing fucking arts and crafts. Oh God.
What are they doing? They're making the most of their time. Ew, I hate these young
Jesus
people.
Oh,
Christ.
they can't literally go anywhere else, and they're doing something with their kids. Fuck them.
So you heard that? You
what
heard her say
douchebags.
that, and you heard him say it. Did you respond at all? Did you do
No,
anything?
I just looked at them, and then I think they realized then that the window was open, and then they just like disappeared. But I just like didn't break contact, just like that. And I don't know, but fuck that guy, dude. Fuck off.
Yeah.
You know, that's interesting because I have a neighbor who is a psycho, who's a fucking psycho, who's oftentimes doing psychotic shit out in the front yard. And I just stand in my window and I just watch him. And I'm like cavalier. I'm just like, yo, show's on. And sometimes I wonder, like, does this dude see me watching him? And now that I listen to your story, I think he does.
Yeah, he sees. He knows.
Because like maybe a month ago, this dude was, I don't know, having an episode. He had a shirt off. It was screaming. It was like banging on the window of his house. Oh
my God.
Screaming like the N-word.
Whoa.
He was screaming.
Oh.
And this
Whoa.
guy is not the type of person that you would think would be screaming the N-word. Let me just say.
Yikes.
Wrong race, if you
Oh
know
my
what I mean.
God.
But he was screaming, call the cops. I'm going to say ninja. Call the cops, ninja. Call the cops, ninja. And then he turns around and I'm in the window. I think I even have like a seltzer water. Watching him. And he like turns around and I feel like he's like looking at me and like gesturing towards me and saying it. Call the cops.
Yikes.
Call the cops. So I reach over, boop, and flip off the lights. And then I just think to myself, like, there, now he can't see me. And then I just stay in the window. But now I'm thinking he must have seen me and was just like probably talking directly to me.
Yeah,
God.
probably.
My other
Yikes.
trick to do sometimes when I feel like maybe they do see me looking at them is I'll just take a few steps back from the window, right? With the thought they're like, well, now I'm standing farther back in it's my kitchen. Now I'm standing further back in my kitchen. So surely you can't see, I'm like hiding behind the windowsill. You can't see me now.
Yeah.
But they probably do see
There is something like I love the movie Rear Window.
Yeah.
Cause just the idea of like watching people do their thing, and it's like
me ask you
he's
that.
just watching people live their lives, and
Yeah.
he's just checking it out, and it's entertaining.
So here's let me. There's so much I want to say about this. My family is from New York City. My dad particularly grew up in New York City, and he has always had this philosophy that if you were doing something out in public, or even like, because in New York City, he grew up in skyscrapers, so he would like hear people fighting in like, the window across the way or next door. So he would like watch people through their windows in their house if they were like fighting or having drama or like people walking around naked or whatever. Now I don't advocate for spying on people's in people's windows.
Right.
I'm not going to throw my dad under the bus. Whatever, you grew up in New York in the 50s, 60s, and 70s. Maybe that was a thing back then, but I find that creepy. I feel like if I was in that situation, I'm not going to look. But if you're doing something in public and I'm in my house, is it rude of me to watch?
No.
If
Question.
You're in public. You're on display.
All right. You're having an episode and the cops come and arrest you and you're getting, you're fucking freaking out with the cops and I'm in my house watching from the window. Am I an asshole? No. Should I not watch? You know?
I mean,
That's newsworthy.
Yeah, I mean, it's you're. What else are you gonna do?
As I mentioned last week, I live next to an alley, and I saw a guy taking a shit next to my house. All kinds of crazy shit happens next to my house. Happy to say I'm moving in November, so I can say this clearly. But for the past 5 years, I've lived in a place where all kinds of crazy stuff has happened. One time, these they're not bank robbers because they were like college students, but these guys like stole an ATM machine and put it in the back of their car. And then the cops chased them down my street and then they crashed into like an electrical tower, because I have one of those like electrical hubs.
Whoa.
It's not a power plant, but it's like one of those like, big towers that's fenced off. They crashed into that thing.
Whoa.
And then they got out of the car and they ran into an apartment complex. So the cops followed them and then had these dogs and sick dogs. It was insane. It was like an action movie.
Damn.
It was like 4 a.m. and I'm like at my wit. I even came out of my house for that one. I'm like, in my pajamas talking to the cops like, yo, what's going on? But yeah, the cops are like, go back inside. Go back inside.
Yeah.
I always, especially when that guy was like talking to me, like, call the cops. I was like, am I rude? Should I give him some space? I mean, I'm in my house. He's in public.
Yeah.
You guys say no.
If it's in public, that's different.
Yeah, I mean, if there's like a car accident outside, like when I lived at my old condo, like on that busy road, there was car accidents all the time. And then I always go and look and see what was going on, Yeah. Can I help? No. Okay, I'm going to look and see what's going on now.
I'm not really concerned about car accident, but for me, it's when somebody is having like a low point.
Sure.
When
I
they're
get that.
having maybe a mental breakdown.
Yeah.
Or they're being arrested. Or it's like a fist fight, like something somebody would be embarrassed to have somebody stand and watch.
Yeah.
But I'm standing and watching because I'm like, well, this is my house and you're in public.
But I also feel like if it was outside your house, I don't know. I think you got a right to know what's going on. If you're at a store, if someone had a breakdown in the middle of a store, and they need help, and there's people trying to help them, I wouldn't be there. Going on.
Yeah,
no,
that's rude. That's rude.
That's how
but
I
if it's
feel.
in front of your house, I think you have a right to let's make sure this is all good.
Washing dishes and this shit starts going down. I'm like, oh shit, what? I mean, this
Yeah.
is some crazy shit happening in my neighborhood.
Yeah, I think if it's at your home, I think it's a little
Plus,
different
doing the dishes is
context.
fucking boring, and now it's got way more entertaining for you. So I think you're fine, Derek. But I think you're right, Rocco. Don't go to the store if you're in the store and you see something happening.
Just move on.
Mind your business.
Yeah.
When I
Mind
moved
your
into
business.
this house, the guy who lived there before me, because I came and like looked at the house, and I was like, yeah, I'm thinking about moving in. He was like, yep, you're never gonna be bored in this place. And I was like, really? He's like, yeah, I don't even pay for cable living in this house. And I was like, what? Doesn't even pay for cable. He's like, yep, I don't need to watch TV. There's always something going on outside this window. And that shit was true. He wasn't lying.
Oh, that's great.
So I'm moving to a much nicer neighborhood now.
Nice.
When was the last time you watched Rear Window?
Me?
High school?
Never seen it.
You never seen it, Kevin? I
my
watched it like 10 years ago.
It got re-released like a month ago.
Yeah.
Still good. That's one of those. That's one of those few older movies that I'm like, this holds up as good as.
I feel like the end wouldn't work today. Like the climax of that movie and how whatever is just like this is so anticlimactic. It doesn't play right now. But the movie itself is great.
It's still pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I love
overall.
it. I love it. I think that's that and Psycho are my favorite Hitchcock movies for sure.
Yeah, I've always been a psycho.
Speaking of Psycho, Rocco's wearing the shirt.
Yeah, this is the original movie
That
poster.
is
Shawn's
my
favorite.
favorite shirt you own, Rocco. That's it.
Well, yeah, because it's a good movie. You just said
You
it's
just
a great
said
movie.
Hitchcock's best.
Yeah, Hitchcock's best.
best. I love it.
Hitchcock himself.
And I didn't like The Birds as much as those movies, but The Birds, I think, as a younger person, scared me more than any of them. Because when I was a kid, you see them like they pecked out someone's eye. I was like, I can't watch this. I can't. That really scared me.
Dude, I
Made
told
me
you the
scared
story,
of
right?
birds.
When I watched that, because we watched all the Hitchcock movies in high school. The birds, we watched the birds, got out of class, and then there was a gigantic bird attack. I've never seen anything like it.
Yeah.
Right after that, and it was like a little crow being attacked and torn apart by other crows. And it was like
Yeah.
right in front of the fucking class, and everyone was like having their mind blown. It was fucking gnarly.
Yeah.
That
I remember you
shit
told me
stuck
about
with me. It
that.
was scary.
Didn't they? I know they remade Psycho. Didn't they remake Birds? Or am I crazy?
No.
No, they did. They did a lousy sequel to it. Like
The
Birds
Birds?
2. Birds 2: Land's End came out in the 90s, and it was bad. And Psycho got like 3 or 4 sequels too.
It
but,
did, yeah.
Has anybody seen any of those?
Yeah. When I was a kid, I saw Psycho 2 on TV, and it has Anthony Perkins in it.
Yeah,
he starred in all of them.
Unfortunately, he got
and
he got
he's-
pigeonholed, and he played.
That's the
he
only
was
thing
in
he
all
ever
of
did
them.
for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
Are you
And
serious?
Psycho 2
Yeah.
came out 22 years after Psycho 1. And I remember as a kid thinking, like, how could you make a movie 22 years
Yeah.
after the original?
Yeah,
But, they're doing that now.
yeah.
With like Tron. And that movie just came out. That was like a
Well,
long...
Blade Runner was like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
that was,
Blade Runner.
those were both 28 years later, I think.
Damn.
or
Except
30
that
or
was
more.
actually good. Those were good.
Yeah.
Psycho was god-awful.
Well, I've never seen any of the sequels, but Psycho 2 and I think maybe 3 were on Blu-ray for like $5 or something. I was like, you know what? Screw it. And so I have them.
Waste of $5.
I'll let you know. Maybe I'll feel different. And I really don't think I will. But anyway, I felt bad. That actor, he's a really good actor, but after he did Norman Bates, that was kind of it. He was in Black Hole though. Did you guys like him in Black Hole?
He was in Black Hole. Yeah.
He really shredded the screen in Black Hole.
I think we officially talk about Black Hole more than any other podcast on the internet. Woo!
I think we
there's
we
got to be
gotta
some.
be an award.
There's got to be some film podcast that brings it up a lot.
No. Literally
Can't-
nobody gives a shit
can't
about this
be
movie
true.
more than Mega64.
Get ready. You're going to hear. You get ready for the onslaught. You're going to hear from all the Black Hole nuts out there.
Well, I'm sure they will, but I asked them, direct me to a podcast that talks about Black Hole more than us. You cannot.
I'm telling you, Black Hole nuts. Won't you come? Email us today.
What are they going to email us? Which
I
podcast?
I exist.
I know they exist.
Yeah.
You're not answering, Rocco. The question at hand is, which podcast talks about Black Hole more than the Mega64 podcast?
And I'm saying I'm sure there's a film podcast
Answer
that
the
does.
fucking question.
And someone's going to let us know. They're going to be like, I listened to Cinema Tech.
No. You
And
were
they-
saying the
they
Black
love
Hole
Black Hole.
nuts are going to let us know they
Yeah,
exist.
yeah, and their army together, they all listen to the Cinema Tech podcast. Is that a real thing?
Is that an
You'll tell
Angry
me.
Video Game Nerd podcast?
No, that's Cinemassacre. That's different.
Oh.
It's not even the same. I don't even know what you're talking about. Honestly, I literally don't know. What
Is
you're talking about.
Loading Ready Run a thing still?
Yeah.
Do they?
They do a lot of streams and stuff.
Hell yes.
Well, they're not going to be as good as our stream on Saturday.
We should collaborate
that's
with
true.
them. We should see. Maybe they can call in on Saturday.
Yeah, let's get everyone. I want everyone to call in, no matter what group you're with.
What's
no matter who you are.
Are the Frag Dolls still a thing?
No, but
That
maybe
sucks.
they'll be back Saturday.
Maybe we'll resurrect them from the grave.
Yeah, it's a Halloween resurrection. Let's do it. Bring them back. Bring back. Do a new pure. We're gonna have a new pure ownage
Pure
segment.
ownage.
We're gonna have a new, strong bad emails or whatever. We're gonna have. What else is there? Zombo.com is finally gonna get updated.
What was the other Frag Dolls one? The Unicorn Squad? Team Unicorn?
Team Unicorn. They're getting a new sketch ready for Friday or Saturday.
Wasn't Weird Al in their very last sketch?
He was. Yeah.
Oh, the kiss of death. Weird
yeah.
Al.
All he had to do was not do that.
Weird
Why
Al
did
will
he do
sink a
it?
project, man. Let me tell you.
And
That
dude,
guy.
he just did the fucking postal service thing too.
Oh, we should wait. We didn't even
what?
bring that up. Hold on.
What?
So last week, okay, there is a band that did one album, the Postal Service. It was a few different musicians.
Yeah.
Ben Gibbard, Jenny Lewis, and
What's his face?
Ricky, or what's his name?
Yeah, I don't know. Ricky.
Ben
Ricky Postal.
Ben Sinkowitz, or I don't know what his name was.
I don't
Ben
know, but
Folds
he's in a
5.
big whatever.
Ben Folds 5. Yeah, it's got to be him.
Yeah, Mark Motherball.
Anyway, they did an album, The Postal Service, Give Up. It came out in early 2000s.
2003.
Kind of electronic-y, whatever. One of my favorite albums.
Feel like dubstep.
Rocco, it's in my top 10 albums for sure.
Me too. I'm going to agree with you. They
Okay.
never did another album, and all along people were like, do something, do something. Well, after 10 years, they did a reunion tour. That was it. They never did a new album. That's just it. The early last week, they put a trailer on Twitter. October 7th, get ready, or whatever it said.
It was, now accepting the waiting line or whatever.
Yeah,
The
now
little
accept-
elevator music.
yeah.
They made an Instagram account
Yes.
for this.
And they said October 7th, stay tuned. Put out a little trailer with the logo. Their Twitter account started, popping off again. It's like, something's happening. I've never seen more people tweet all caps. Oh my God, new album. I mean, Johnny, he's not here. Listen,
Yeah.
Johnny fully and I'm not even blaming him because a lot of people did this, created a thing in their mind. Johnny literally tweeted, oh my God, a new album. Is this really happening? And it's like, and I remember looking at it like, no one has said new album.
Right.
I'm scared everyone's just getting their hopes up. But I did too. It's like, it must be something good if they're doing a trailer for it.
I mean, I was getting texts from you, John.
Yeah.
A lot of people are texting me.
Yeah. So in case anyone doesn't know what it ended up being, they did a funny little sketch on Zoom.
Really?
Yeah, it was kind of fun.
I missed that.
They did. Well,
I didn't hear anything
Derek,
about this.
I got good news for you because they recorded it. They did fake auditions to be in the band
Wow.
through Zoom.
Didn't
And
they do that
Yep.
exact
Yes.
skit? Wasn't that literally a thing that already happened?
Yeah, they did. When they did their 10th anniversary in 2013, they did a sketch where they were auditioning musicians, and it was a sketch that went on like 22 minutes, and it really wasn't funny. But here's what's different. I will give them credit.
Is it funny this time?
Okay.
No.
Oh,
But this one's on Zoom, and that one was IRL. Kind of cool to see the difference. you know?
Also, the whole reason why they did this,
Yeah.
to let people know, there's an election coming up and you should vote.
Yeah, Derek, I don't know. We could talk after. Did you know there's an election coming up?
So thank God, honestly, thank God the Postal Service told me, because
Yeah.
otherwise I would have no idea that there was an election coming
Hold
up.
on, wait a second, guys. I'm a fan of Ben Gibbard. I love District Sleeps Alone Tonight.
Yeah.
Election, you say?
That's what I'm
Yep.
saying.
Can they tell me who is running?
They didn't go into it.
Yeah.
They didn't go into that far. We didn't dive into the ballots
Because it would have been too complicated, I think.
or the propositions or anything like that.
They didn't even say Prop 22 once.
They didn't say
just
it.
said vote.
Didn't say that.
They didn't
But
legalize Indian gambling or nothing.
But you should see the first one, the first tweet. What is happening? The first tweet was so.
Are you okay? Do you smell toast?
I heard music. Am I crazy?
No.
I'm in this
No. there's
realm.
no music.
Sorry. Anyways,
We're talking about a band.
I heard it. I heard it. The hype. The trailer had like 1.2 million views. Everyone's so
Yeah.
fucking excited.
Yeah.
Damn.
And then
What a
they
waste.
released the thing, and it is so fucking mean, and everyone hates it, and
Seriously,
everyone's so
every-
pissed.
1.2 million.
Every
Shit.
reply to it was, fuck you guys. I'm done waiting for you. Fuck you all. I mean, there is not one reply that's like, well, this is fun. I mean, it is all like, don't post a fucking trailer next time. I don't give a fuck about this. I'm not voting anymore. Fuck off. I mean, it is like they might as well have done nothing.
It couldn't have gone worse. And I told Rocco, all they had to do, if you want to make a dumb 25-minute thing about voting, go ahead.
Yeah, just upload it. Do it.
Just upload it, and everyone will be like, "Oh, they did something else. How funny is
Yeah.
that?" Whatever. But the trailer leading to you start building your own picture, like Johnny
Yeah.
did, and Johnny already had the track list in his head.
Yeah.
It didn't exist. There's no album,
Well,
but
Johnny,
people are mad.
and I know he's watching, and Johnny, I'm going to insult you right now. He has a problem with
Yeah.
building things up in his head that
Yes.
don't exist.
That's true. That is true. I'm not even gonna lie.
Because I was trying to prank Johnny last night, and I couldn't because I was trying to make him think there was a ghost in the studio. And instead of walking down the dark hallway, I asked him to walk down. He immediately turned around and started knocking on every door in the studio saying, "Where's Rocco? Where's Kevin? I know they're going to fuck with me. I know they're going to jump with me." And I was
Yeah,
like,
and I'm not-
never mind.
it's like-
I just want you to walk down an empty hallway, but you You think there's a whole army of people down. It's fucking empty, Johnny.
So
it was an empty hallway.
And he's not going to want me to bring. Yeah, he's not going to want me to bring this up. But he did this. We went and got like burritos and came back. This is all we've been like getting Halloween material prepared over the last few weeks. I guess it's in his head, but we've got burritos back. Came into the studio and he saw a couple office doors were closed and he just started going, "Someone's fucking with us. Someone's fucking. Why are these doors closed? Why are these doors closed, dude? I'm not going down there.
Yeah.
I'm not going down there." And it's like, I just completely ignored him. I was like, "I'm gonna be I'll be in the editing room eating this burrito."
Yeah.
Okay. He didn't eat for another 20 minutes because he's going.
And then I'm trying
down there.
I'm trying to fuck with him and I can't do it because he has all these like imaginations going on.
So when that happened, to be fair though, when that happened last night, I heard that whole interaction.
Yeah, you banged on the wall.
I was in the editing room editing while I heard all that happening. And so then I went, well, when in Rome. And I hit the editing room door so hard.
Yeah, he made us jump.
And
he scared the
was,
shit
what
out
the
of us.
fuck? What's happening? What?
So
I knew it.
It all
See?
paid off.
So the prophecy was fulfilled.
He thought me and Rocco were working together, and we were. So, gotcha.
Got him.
From a
We're
certain
talking
point of
politics. I'm going to get political with it.
Uh-oh.
Vote. Did you know there's an election
This
going on
whole
this year?
this whole podcast was our skit.
Vote.
We
Yeah.
should put up trailers for this podcast to hype everyone up.
Let's
and,
put it-
Hey, and it'll have like the version 4 logo.
Yeah,
and it'll,
yeah.
it'll have like all this stuff, and then we go, "Hey guys, do you know there's an election?"
Legitimately, though, when it comes to the election, register to vote, and go vote. And I'm not just saying that like Postal Service,
Yeah.
dumbass.
Yeah.
Did you know there was an election? But I found out something I honestly didn't know. I'm a millennial. I'm going to say it. Millennial here. Yep. Look at me, baby. You want to know why Applebee's is out of business? You're looking
This
at
guy.
it. You want to know why golf isn't in the Olympics anymore? It's because I don't give a shit. You want to know what happened to Chili's? I didn't go there. Sorry.
You know who was offended by Bill Burr's monologue? This guy.
Me, yeah. Who cancels and who wakes? I do, baby. The millennials. So I'm a millennial. Rocco's a millennial. Shawn's a millennial. Everybody here's a millennial. Most of the people watching are millennials. And I found out there are
I'm
more.
a Zoomer actually, but go ahead.
You are not. You wish, but you were not born 1997 or later.
Well, I am 20. Go ahead.
There are more millennials in America than boomers. What?
Whoa.
Yes, that's fucking true. And I didn't know that, but look it up for yourself. It's fucking true. And I'm always sitting here on my rump thinking, God, all these fucking old people are fucking everything up and they make all the decisions. Bullshit. Well, you know what? The last election, 2016, that was the last election where boomers had the majority vote.
Getting them.
Assuming every millennial out there registered and did vote, we would have the keys to the kingdom, baby.
Uh-oh.
That's what I
We
want.
would be in the driver's seat. So frankly, I don't give a fuck who you vote for. I really don't give a shit because this isn't about parties or power. Well, it is, but it's about giving millennials the power.
Yeah, I want the power.
Honestly, I'm not going blue or red. I'm pure ageism, baby. Young versus old. The boomers, bye-bye. Millennials, we take the power. Please register and vote. If you don't believe me, look it up. There's more millennials of voting age than there are boomers
Yeah.
Fuck
in
yeah.
America. Our time has come.
I already voted. It was the easiest fucking thing.
Yeah.
Got the thing in the mail. Boop, 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 went to the thing, dropped it off in
Yep.
the little box.
So do
Easy.
you have to put a T or do you have to spell the whole name out before you vote for president?
Yeah. Did you have to write
for
his
you?
whole last name?
Voting for you?
TRUMP or just T
Or
2020?
do you just check a box? Do you have to write his
Dude,
name or do you check it?
Kanye's on the ballot.
Yeah.
Oh, you voted for Kanye.
No,
Wow.
I didn't vote for Kanye, but I did
Well, you
see
just
his.
revealed it.
I did see his dumb name there, and I thought, nah. I guess if you're rich, you can
Yeah,
just do
that
anything,
joke
huh?
keeps paying off for sure. I think that's funny.
Yeah, if you're just rich, you can just do what you can fuck up whatever you want to fuck up if you got enough money to do it.
Hold on.
Anger, dude.
Don't make jokes about it. He's going through a lot.
Why are you guys mad that Kanye is running for vice president, by the way? He downgraded without telling anybody.
Yeah.
Vice President Kanye. What's the problem with Vice President Kanye?
Yeah,
I think you're jealous.
yeah.
And I hope you don't, undercut me in my campaign, Derek Acosta
What-
2024.
When there are things
Next
that
year
I
I'm voting for
see
you, Derek.
in when there are things that in life I think are like a waste of my time, I actually really, my brain goes into disconnect mode. Like, don't interact with that thing. Don't bring it up. Don't go into it. It's
Yeah.
wasting more of your time.
Yeah, I do too.
So when
Sure.
Kanye West gets brought up, I'm off. And it reminds me when there was a couple weeks ago, he pissed on a Grammy.
Yeah.
Like he put a Grammy in the toilet. This is gonna sound weird. I don't know how else to say this. But because I guess a long time ago, you know, I barely remember, but I guess I pissed on the Ouya when it
Yeah.
didn't work.
Yeah.
I mean,
You did
I've
the
done a lot of
same
stuff.
thing. By the way, before you continue with your story, I didn't hear about this, but I pretty much have the same sentiment towards the Grammys.
Okay.
They're
Well, I'm not disagreeing. No
okay,
disagreement from me.
We're on the same page.
No disagreement from me. However, what I wasn't prepared for was the trauma of having everyone you've ever known send you a clip of another guy pissing on something. I checked my phone that day and it was like, did something bad happen? Like, what? Is everything okay? Video of a guy pissing, autoplay. Video of a guy pissing, autoplay. Pissing, autoplay. Pissing. It was like, okay, I don't know what. Like, hey,
Hey, you reap what you sow.
I know
right,
it was
you
a
did this.
taste of my own golden medicine, but I'm just saying I had so many, so I had to tweet about it.
Imagine what would happen if Kanye ever drank his own piss.
Oh.
Nothing. It's fine. But anyway, so I put a tweet out like, "Yo, I've seen the guy pissing on the Grammy. I'm good. Don't need anyone else to send it to me." Like, I really was like, I really don't want this sent to me
Yeah,
anymore.
okay, fair enough.
So I put a tweet about it, but I didn't even realize I tweeted, "I've seen the guy pissing," and people were like, "You don't even name Kanye that it's Kanye West. It's just the guy pissing." But that's how my brain works, as I view him as a waste of time. So I don't even like my brain was in autopilot, like,
Yeah, what's
just
the
say a
problem with
guy.
that?
You
What's
don't need to write his name out. No, I just thought it was fun. I like people kept asking me, you don't bring it up, but it's like I don't lend time to things that waste my time. I just don't, care. So anyway, but that was it.
Also,
that was the most I've said about Kanye
I'm gonna
West all
take it
year.
a step further. I think it's right of you to say the guy,
Yeah.
because it is. Kanye's just a guy. He's a man. He's
Yeah.
a normal person. There's nothing really that special about him. It is a guy pissing on a
Yeah.
Grammy. If you are starstruck by Kanye West, maybe it is elevated to something more than the guy
Yeah.
pissing on the Grammy. But I think that is due justice for the video.
Yeah.
You know, the guy pissing on the Grammy.
Yeah.
Whether he is famous or not.
I think in my mind it's always been if it's unnamed, its power is gone. You know?
No, you're right.
Ooh.
You're right.
Power is gone. You hold no power over me. I deny you. So,
Yeah, because if you just told everybody, like, hey, there's a video going viral of a guy pissing on a Grammy, nobody gives a shit. It's only
like,
because it's
I'm not
Kanye
looking that
West.
up. Yeah. I can watch someone piss in it anytime I want, and I choose not to.
So I think you did. I think you did good.
He's
robbing
right.
it of its power. Very commendable.
So there you go. I didn't expect that to be, a pat on the back for me,
Yeah.
but it became
No.
one. I'm going to take
No,
it.
good for you, Rocco.
I'm going to take it.
Take
And I'll
that
let
pat.
you know, guys, and I'm always, I stick to my editorial guns. If the PS5 doesn't turn out so good, it's going
Uh-oh.
to be
That's not gonna fit in the
PISS5.
toilet, bro.
Yeah. And I'm going to bring this up for the 5th week in a row.
Yeah.
If we somehow get that Nintendo made out of Legos in this studio, I think I know what Rocco's going to be doing
Yeah.
with it. So,
It's going to be brick soup.
yeah, that's right. You don't
Yeah.
believe it? Challenge us.
Yeah.
Send it this way.
I'm going to be chugging a big gulp, and then once you hear the last sips, soup's ready. Yeah.
People-
You're going to Legoland, Aqualand.
Yeah, I'm
Lego
warning.
Sea.
I'm warning you. Do not send that Lego Nintendo this way because we will piss on it, and you've been warned.
That's a promise.
You've been warned because that's what it's worth.
The
to us.
the Japanese theme. I'm going to create the Japanese theme park equivalent of Legoland, Lego Sea. It's coming. Then the attractions will be out of this world. Oh man, it's not a joke. Okay, well, we're nearing the end of our show.
We're long overdue.
Shall we? I think it's time to reveal a few things.
Let's show them.
So yeah, as we said before, well, first of all, thanks for watching. I want to say that. And as always, you want to support the show. You want to get a little more connected to the Mega64 universe. You can always check out patreon.com/Mega64. There's always amazing bonus stuff there. shop.mega64.com, where we're always restocking cool stuff. The What's Inside shirt just got restocked.
Yeah, I love
and
that shirt.
For this week's 64-hour special, we got the influencer shirt back. We have a
Nice.
few left from our last pre-order run. So those are there for the next 64 hours.
I'm sorry, is this distracting to you? You
I
keep
can't see what you're
glancing
doing,
over
so
at
no.
me.
I'm looking. I don't know.
The
Sounds like
couch is so great. We literally have a couch on set.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
You
I
can
just
lay
thought when you
down.
assumed that position, though, I thought you just weren't excited for my announcements. I thought like, oh,
No,
great. Here they
I
come.
was so excited. I settled in like, yo,
Yeah.
I'm gonna kick back and get comfy for this shit.
Okay.
I'm like 2 seconds away from taking my pants off. So be careful how good this announcement is.
Okay, well, I took it as yet another sign of the wedge.
What? What wedge?
I'm just trying to. I'm the one.
Wait,
I've
is
been
there
posting
something
theories.
I'm not
I've been,
aware of?
I've been posting theories online. Don't
What's
worry
the
about it.
wedge?
Don't worry about it. Anyway, so check all that stuff out. But next week, the Interactive Hell Festival 2020. Again, programming from 4 p.m. long into the night. We're going to be doing all kinds of stuff. We mentioned some of those things earlier, but there's definitely surprises in store, spooky surprises. Trying to bring a little of that Halloween magic into your home.
Yeah. Special guests, special events,
Yeah.
all kinds of crazy stuff.
Yeah, you'll be surprised who shows up that night. So it's going to be a lot of fun. But we have merch exclusives that'll be available as exclusives. I just said exclusives twice. That's how you
That's
know
how exclusive they
they're
are.
going to be that exclusive. But we got a lot of fun stuff ready that night. The first thing I want to show is a new shirt. It's going to be exclusive to this event. That's the third time. Just like Beetlejuice, that makes it real.
An exclusive.
The Anything Can Happen shirt. Check this out.
Dude.
Look, that design is one of my favorite new designs. Our buddy Jason Cryer
Love
did this shirt.
this shirt.
And it reminiscent of a certain musical act from Halloween's past that I think you'll have a special connection to. I love that design. Seriously, this is what I'm talking about. I actually want all this stuff that we're about to show. This is I'm going to wear it all at the same time. But anyway, so that'll be available. We're going to have all these items go live during the stream. So sometime in the 4 o'clock hour that day, just watch the stream and you'll know. But we'll announce a specific time during that hour. Anyway, the next item, this one's understated, and I really like this. Johnny helped with this design, and it's the first glow-in-the-dark item we've ever had. And it's the glow-in-the-dark pocket, ghost pocket tee.
Ooh.
And I think you'll notice a certain specter
I wish we could get a close up on
from
that
our
pocket.
past. I know. There will be. I'll post one on Twitter. There will be a close-up image of that on Twitter. But our beloved Jizz Ghost friend, that will glow in the dark. We used a special type of fluid, like a rare kind of fluid. It's kind of a thick, it's more of a thick load. Brian, please.
Brian, this is a family
Brian.
show.
This is a family vehicle. God, oh my.
Sean's grandma's watching.
He can't see the photo from up there. Now that makes sense.
Yeah, I'll get you a picture of
Okay.
her later, Brian.
So you got a couple cool things to wear, but if you're going to be digitally trick or treating, maybe physically, I don't know where you live, what you're doing, you got to have the proper trick or treat bag. And I actually have this next item here. This turned out way even cooler than I thought. Like, I thought it was going to be a really nice bag. It's even nicer than I thought. But we have, for the first time, the Mega64 Game Face tote bag.
Whoa.
Look how good this turned out. This is a brand new design just for Interactive Hellfest 2020. But
Stop shaking it around.
we have actually. You
show
might
the
want to
slide.
show them the slide. That's a crisp image of it. But it's turned out really good. It's got the zipper to zip it up, but then it's got like pockets and stuff inside too. Like it turned out really good.
14-inch wide canvas tote with a zipper and an internal pocket.
So you could put all your candy in here, but then there's a secret pocket for like
Your
the
mace.
good
and,
stuff,
And your protection,
or like
your gun.
or like if Dad's gonna eat your Reese's while you're asleep, hide them in there.
That's why the gun's in there.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good point.
Nice
anyway,
try, Dad.
so I was really stoked with how that turned out. That's like something we've never really offered before on our store. So I thought that was really cool. And then if you need something a little warmer, you want like a long sleeve, because it's getting to those fall months. We have a variation on a classic Mega64 design, the retro horror long sleeve. Damn. Yeah, this is a Halloween exclusive version. Cool. And that's a long sleeve available during Interactive Hell Festival. You're just gonna love it. It's so stylish. I love seeing. It's almost like a negative version of that design.
Yeah, it's cool.
And then this is gonna be a big one. This is gonna be hot. If you need something to keep you even warmer, you need like a sweatshirt. Well, our good friend Meryl did the Mega64 Halloween sweatshirt, a variation on our classic. We got like a seasonal thing going with her now.
Yeah.
And she did this special version just for Interactive Hell Festival. So I'm really excited about that. It's on like a violet sweatshirt, and they turned out great. They really, really turned out cool. And then the last thing I want to show is this. I'm very excited about this. There is an artist or a collective of great people that we've wanted to collaborate for a long time on an item. During 64X, that was when the conventions weren't happening. So we had to hold our own convention.
Everybody at home, get fucking ready.
Get ready.
Get your
Hey,
ass fucking
get ready.
Hey, security, get fucking ready. Because
Yeah.
you're about to have a fucking riot on your hands.
Yeah. Because all these items, let me just say, all these items we've shown and are about to show, these will all be in stock that day. This isn't like a pre-order because we want everyone to, we want
Get
it
it
to
by
ship.
Halloween.
We want to ship before Halloween, and so we'll have them in stock. So there's a limited amount of all these items.
Yeah, but when this next shit
one
drops, I want to see everybody get fucking crazy.
Yeah, this one is going to make the PS5 pre-order look like
A PS1 pre-order.
yeah,
Nobody
exactly.
did it.
Yeah, no, what is this?
Zero.
Exactly. So during 64X, we told you that only once have we had a booth neighbor at a convention where we supported, endorsed, and appreciated their work. These fine people created some of the spookiest artwork of all time.
Hit them with it.
We have collaborated with KillerPumpkins.com. The Mega64 Killer Pumpkins limited edition exclusive poster.
Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. I don't know why the Shrek song came to mind.
You got
So
excited.
I just feel like that's a celebratory song.
It is. It really is.
Woo!
But
Killer Pumpkins, baby. Yeah. Can we get another shot of that thing?
we reached out to them after 64X, and we'd never done anything actually with them like this. They did a poster in their Killer Pumpkins.
I think
scary
we
style.
might be the first ever internet comedy troupe that Killer Pumpkins has ever collaborated with.
Yeah.
And we're breaking new ground here.
Yeah.
This is internet history.
This is,
Yeah.
this is going to break the internet. I mean, I don't see how
This
servers
item-
aren't going to be able to keep up. I'll just say that.
This is going to be the
gonna
hot ticket item of the Hell Festival. So make sure you come in, get yours early.
Yeah.
And get multiples. This is
Yep.
going to, the poster trading community is going to be on fire for this thing.
They're just going to be blazing.
These things are going to be reselling for $20K someday.
Minimum.
Someday.
At the least.
Someday.
You ever see the pandemonium over when? Remember that those guys stole the Scream, whatever that painting was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the Scream?
Yeah.
I think Home Alone was based on that or whatever. That people are going to be doing that for this poster. They're going to be like, "Where is it? How do I get it? Any means necessary."
This.
It's going to be crazy.
There you go.
It's going to make what's the painter? Munch?
Butt Munch? Yeah.
No.
We're going to make Munch look like Butt Munch. It was another painter. I got more.
I mean, enough said on that. Anyway, so yeah, those are the exclusives, and we'll have other stuff in stock too. But those are really the big exclusives we're gonna have that day. So I'm really excited about that.
Excited.
The stuff we're gonna play on the stream, I'm super hyped about, and the items that we got in the store I'm hyped about too. I want to own it all. So this is all around a win.
Excuse me. Sorry. We're going to make Jackson Pollock look like Jack Off Bollocks. Thank you. They little art disc for you.
We're gonna make Monet look like
Moaning.
like
Phoning.
moaning, like I lost.
Yeah.
We're We're gonna make
Van Gogh, Van stop, because no need to continue.
We're gonna make Da Vinci look like Da Vinci. I'll workshop that one.
Gonna make Da Vinci look like the bitchy.
Oh, that's good.
We're still workshopping Da Vinci slaps here. Come back to us later.
Anyways, we'll see you on Saturday.
We're gonna make stop.
Fuck you.
Hold on.
We're hold on one second. Can you do a white shot real quick? Sorry, there was chocolate milk there. We're gonna make Picasso look like shitbox at home.
A cockso.
We're gonna make.
Sorry.
Who's the guy who ate the burger?
Andy Warhol.
Banksy.
Andy Warhol looked like up his asshole.
Dandy Warhols.
Darkwing fuck. What? Why did I say that?
Who's another artist? Frida.
That's all of them.
Frida Kahlo.
Frida Kahlo. Afraid to call home because she's so embarrassed.
E.T. looking bitch.
Oh.
Ah.
No. The way you should have worded it was E.T. looking ass, and then just leave it at that. That's just
E.T. looking ass.
That's my 2 cents.
Artist. Actually, Frida Kahlo is an amazing artist.
Oh,
Just want to say.
We over this? We done?
Sean.
John, we can be done. as
Listen,
soon
you're
as
in
you
your
diss
own
an
room.
artist.
Hey, close his room, seal his room up, and take away the air.
Don't get
Can
rid
you
of
delete
me.
him from the
Brian?
screen?
Brian,
Yeah, there we
thank
go.
you, God.
All right.
Oh, I
Free
can
to make
breathe.
fun of artists.
Oh my God. Yeah. Okay. What's next?
Yeah, Banksy, Debt C, because
Yeah,
it's not gonna be selling anymore.
Yeah. No thanksy.
Nice. Dolly, Salvador Dolly. Sean, come back. Sean, bring Sean
Sean.
back. Bring Sean back. Salvador Dolly, you got something?
You got something?
Salvador Dali?
Yeah.
Pretty bad, by golly.
Oh God.
All
Okay.
right. End the stream.
Click him
Just
away.
turn the-
Click
yeah.
him away.
Get rid of him. Get rid of us. No? Oh. There we go. Yeah. He's
Good
been
night.
terminated.